and I'm better. I want you bad as ever.
Put your number twos in the air if you did it on them.
Hey guys, Tez here and welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry, it's been a while. I've been going through a lot. As you know, it's been really warm, which means that it's been really difficult to sleep at night because you need the windows open. That means you allow more pollen to enter your environment. Now, I have really bad hay fever, so I've been taking more antihistamines to combat the increased levels of pollen, which means I'm drowsy during the day because of the antihistamines, but I can't sleep at night because it's too warm, and it's been a never-ending cycle, and life has been kicking my butt. So I'm not mourning, but I've been going through a lot, but that doesn't matter. What matters is I'm back. I hope you missed me because I missed you guys too. Like, this is so weird for me. I feel like I don't even remember how to talk in front of a camera. But yeah, anyway, today's video I thought I would just like bring it back to basics, remind myself why I started this channel, and that is to let you guys know and share with you about my career journey as a pharmacist. So I thought I would do 10 reasons why you want to be a pharmacist, or 10 reasons why I love my job. So before we get started, don't forget to grab your cup of tea to have with Tez, and let's jump right in. So firstly, a pharmacy is a really safe career. People are always going to need medicines, and people are always going to get sick. As long as there's people, there's going to be diseases, and they're going to need medicines to treat them. So it is quite a safe career option, which means that when you come out of uni, as long as you do okay, you're pretty much guaranteed a job regardless of where you are in the country or if it is you work. Everywhere in the world really, people always need pharmacists, so it's quite a safe career option. So that's always a good thing to do if you want something safe and you want something guaranteed and comfortable. Number 2 is the money. It's actually not that bad. I know I complain and I say, oh, I could do it more, but I think that's everybody. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people feel like they could earn more for what they do. But it is alright, it's livable. I mean, I do it, so it's pretty manageable. And if you want extra money, you always have the opportunity to locum on top of your regular job. So there's people who locum at night, weekends, which I do sometimes. So there's always an opportunity to earn more money as long as you want to. Number 3 is the flexibility, in that you can choose to work maybe part-time in a hospital, part-time in a community pharmacy, part-time in a GP surgery, or if you want to be super flexible, you can move to a different country. So a lot of people go to Australia, New Zealand. I know one of the people I know is currently in the process of moving to New Zealand. So it's quite difficult, but it is possible because, again, everyone needs pharmacists. So it's one of those careers that you are pretty much guaranteed that whatever country you go to, they will need you. It might be hard if there's a language barrier, but if you go to an English speaking country, then you might just need to do a couple of exams and you're good to go. So there's always that flexibility, so you're not stuck in one country. Number 4 is the patient facing aspect, if that is something that you want. Again, flexibility. So I like talking a lot and I like interacting with patients. So with my current job, especially where I work in a GP surgery and I have appointments where I speak to patients all the time, that can be quite rewarding, especially for me, because I get to talk to people and we get to have discussions, and I just broaden my horizons and get to meet lots of different people. Like, patients are actually very interesting people, and sometimes they just make me chuckle and think, oh gosh, like I would have never thought of that, or they give me different perspectives that I would have never considered. So it's always a good option if you want to talk to lots of different people. Number 5 is you have a great opportunity to impact on people's lives. And by that I mean if you decide to do extra courses like prescribing, and then you get a patient maybe who comes into your clinic and you notice that they have really high blood pressure, that you prescribing them an antihypertensive instead of them then having to wait for the GP for a couple of weeks, that could mean that that patient potentially has less, I suppose, adverse effects of the high blood pressure for 2 weeks, which can have a great impact on their life, especially if their blood pressure had been like 180, 190, which at that point you would take them to A&E. I know a lot of people run clinics like asthma clinics, hypertension clinics, and in hospital you can also run clinics like DOAC clinics. You can do warfarin counselling, so you can have a really big impact on patient care. And if that's something that you want and you get job satisfaction from that, which I do, then it's definitely a good opportunity and a good option for you. Pharmacy is also really good if you like working as part of a team, because healthcare involves a lot of people like doctors, nurses, physiotherapists, occupational therapists, clinical support workers, receptionists, like there's ACPs, AMPs, like the list goes on. So there's a lot of people that impact on patient care. So you usually might have to have conversations about specific patients. So you're involved in part of a team and you work together, especially if there's a problem with the patient and you're trying to figure out the best combination or the best treatment for them. So there's a lot of opportunity for working as part of a team, and if that's something that you enjoy, then it's also a good option for you, because then you get to get that job satisfaction because you're working with other people coming up with solutions. But it is also like, if you like lone working, there are options, not as many, but I think there are options for lone working. I won't delve into them because that's not my cup of tea, but yeah, always options. Another good thing about working as a pharmacist is there's that status attached to it, if that's something that you like. So for example, whenever I usually say I work in pharmacy, and people just assume that I'm a dispenser, which there's nothing wrong with a dispenser, I'm just not a dispenser. But when you tell people that you're a pharmacist, they think you're this brainy person, which I'm not, but because they have this assumption that pharmacists are brainy, you can get accolades for that. So even if you're dumb, as long as you're smart enough to be a pharmacist, people automatically think that you're smarter than you are. So if you like that status of being like, oh yeah, I'm a pharmacist, then it's always a good thing to do. I mean, some people do like that, like, yeah, I'm a pharmacist, like I drive a fancy car, I don't, and I have nice things, which I don't. But yeah, so if you like status and you like being, you know, having that oomph in society, then pharmacy is always a good career option. And number 9 is the diverse career opportunities in pharmacy. So you can work in hospital, like I already said, community pharmacy, GP surgery, industry. You can work as a regional pharmacist. You can work as a lecturer teaching other people how to do pharmacy. You can work for MHRA. You can be a medical writer on the side if you want. So I know some people, they write letters for MHRA. You can work on governing bodies like I don't know what I was thinking. CQC I think is what I was thinking. We've got a CQC visit, I think, so it's like on the brain. Yeah, but you can work as a, like, you can work for NICE, be part of the body that decides like appropriate treatment for people, like before it becomes funded nationally. You can work in clinical trials. I guess that's also part of industry. And if you are business oriented, then you can open your own pharmacy if you want to. It is quite difficult now, but it's not impossible. So if it is something that you want, then you can always have a bit of both. So there's so many options, and really the world is your oyster when it comes to pharmacy. So that's also a good thing and something that I like about my career. Oh, and you can work for the ICB, which used to be CCG. I think maybe that's what I was thinking. The final reason I love my job and I love pharmacy so much is that it is still just a job. So there is options to move. You can progress. So you always, if you like progressing, then you can always like maybe like do a band 7, do prescribing, become band 8A, become BC. Like there's always options for you. And also because it's just a job, you can change it. If I wanted, I could literally go back to uni and become a midwife, because it is just a job. So I love it, but it is just a job still. So I just wanted to say, like, just because you love something doesn't mean you have to do it for the rest of your life. Like you can get bored and move. So yeah, you never know, like maybe in 5 years I might be a midwife. Or maybe I'll have my dream job, which is not to work at all, you know, like things change. So yeah, I just think it's just a job at the end of the day, which is why I love it, because I'm not tied down to it for the rest of my life, you know what I mean? Yeah, so those were the main 10 reasons, I suppose, that I love my job and I love being a pharmacist. Let me know if you guys are pharmacists, what you guys enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. I'm really sorry again for being MIA, but I'm back now. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or video suggestions. Don't forget to tap that like button so the video reaches more people. Subscribe if you haven't already, because it really helps me out. And until next time, bye for now.